So welcome back to the campaign. For anyone new, I play games for the storytelling and challenge, which generally means taking my time, trying to stay thematic, and avoiding exploits. If you prefer min-maxing or speeding through content, then my stuff may not be for you, although you're welcome to join us for a while to find out. In Total War Warhammer, that means using some mods to make the campaigns and battles slower and harder to try to fit the brutal world of Warhammer, and also fighting all but the most lopsided battles manually. There's a link in the description to the video where I go over all the mods we're using and why, and another link to the Steam Workshop collection where you can subscribe to all the mods with one click. For this campaign, we are playing as Queek Headtaker of the Skaven. Queek is interested in fighting, in bullying others, and feeding, not necessarily in that order. In particular, he wants to fight every lord and hero he comes across to add to his collection and fame. He has a furious temper, so we will be taking note of any factions who do us dirty in this campaign. Lastly, Queek wants to recapture Karak 8 Peaks, and if that just happens to be a stepping stone on the way to more violence, more glory, and world domination, then that's alright too. Okay, so picking up where we left off last time, we of course kind of sent this army here skedaddling back towards Crooked Fang Fort to lick their wounds after the battle that we had down here. And at this point, I think what we really need to do is we just need to kind of trick these guys, the Red Fangs, into fighting a battle with us in the open field, and then we'll counterattack and take Crooked Fang Fort. It's going to be hard for us, I think, to advance into their territory and maneuver them into a battle up here, so what I'd rather do is try to figure out a way to get that battle down here instead, preferably one army at a time. The one thing that we don't want to do is try to fight two armies plus the garrison there all in one great big consolidated battle. So that's kind of the strategy, and luckily, of course, the Skaven are the right faction to try to do something like that because they are the sneakiest and one of the most ambush accessible factions in the game. So let's go ahead and get through our messages here. We have nothing particularly major going on. This is interesting. So we'd get a little bit of a benefit if we were to declare war on these guys over here. But quite frankly, that is obviously such a bad idea from a strategic perspective that we're not going to worry about that one right now. And then we have, this is interesting. Okay, so we got the Crooked Moon at war with Karak Asgul, right? Excuse me, I should call them by their proper name. Clan Donarkbund, okay? And Clan Verms and the Board Princess. Okay, yeah, so this is sort of the everybody declare war on everybody area, so that is fine. We're not going to worry about these guys right now. However, from past experience, I do feel like they quite often will leak an army down here to attack us down here pretty much when we most don't want them to. So I do want to keep that in mind for purposes of getting these cities, these settlements leveled up to 3 and get some defenses built in them. The good news is we just need a little bit of money to be able to do that. We need a little bit more than 1,000. We should be able to get that if we can get some battles going here. So the thing about Queek, we're only at 50% right now, so I don't guess there's any convenient place where we can increase that number. Doesn't really look like it. Another possibility is to try to ambush them down here, deeper inside our territory, but where we can also get a garrison involved. But I don't think at this point they're likely to mount a major invasion of our territory because he's not even recruiting right now. Actually, can we reach? No, we can't reach. We cannot reach. All right, back to the raiding. What we just need basically him to come down here. So as long as he thinks that we're not here, I kind of feel like that's the strategy for now. If he were to attack right here, unfortunately, Queek is not close enough to intervene. So we're going to have to get Queek up here. And there's nowhere to actually move Queek where he doesn't suffer attrition. So we're doing okay on the food right now. Although we're actually getting close enough to this that's actually foreseeable. So maybe, just trying to think here, do we want to let them come down and attack us and then we'll retreat? But they'll probably be in a position where they can't get away from us and we can go ahead and attack them. I think that's what I want to do. I don't want to move Queek, particularly because he's already taken some damage. I don't want him to suffer attrition. We could back these guys up now. All right, hang on. I'm thinking this Mika army. This is really the one that we want him to be attacking. We're going to come back. We're going to go ahead and give up on the... Oh, wait a minute. Looks like there's a little bit more room here. No, why? Okay, we're going to switch into ambush stance. We're going to come down to here. If we can reach... We can... Dagnabbit. Alright, we're going to have to suffer a turn of attrition with Pestilich here. But that's okay. That's alright. I'd rather have the attrition here. This army's at full strength. And the important thing is that he's invisible. And now, if he were to come down and attack here... Oh, he can't even reach. Well, we want him to try. We definitely want him to try. Yeah, he can reach now. Okay, so he's going to come down. He's going to attack Mika. Mika's going to have to retreat. And then we'll be able to grab him with our armies, hopefully. So that's the hope. Oh, and somebody must have cunning here, so that's good. So our chance just jumped up to 60%. All right. We'll give that a try and see what happens. Meanwhile, we are improving our garrison situation. We just need more money at this point. Undercity upgrade available. I'm sure this is still not great for us. We could get some more money up here just by doing... We'd probably want to do this one right here, but that still makes it much more discoverable. I'm not going to do it just yet. And we've got rights here. Okay, so this came up in the comments a little bit. Do we want to do the Scheme of Doom? Yes, I absolutely would like to do this. However, this guy not only costs 800 to recruit him for starters, but then depending on where I run him, we're going to have to pay upkeep for him every turn, and we're going to want to send him somewhere that we don't have in our immediate plans for conquering. So that means, you know, the Empire is a good possibility, but that's just going to take a little while to run up that far. We could, you know, run them up here, although the mountains are probably not the best choice because we will eventually want to work our way up to the mountains. There might be something down this way where we could maybe send him across the desert, maybe over here, maybe. You know, I don't want to send him to like Kemri because Kemri could very easily fall and could possibly even get razed, and if the settlement gets razed, then we lose the Undercity anyway. So basically, yes, that is something that we want to do long term, or not even long term, but intermediate term. But short term, we just really can't afford it. So, and it's not a high priority. It is nice to get that engineering workshop, I think is what it's called. but it's just not a priority right now. We don't really have the units that benefit from it all that much, so we will get there in time. But for now, we're just going to go ahead, lay our ambush. We need money more than anything else. The top nuts here are almost willing to deal with us, but we don't really want to deal with them. We could actually absorb Clan Verms. I'm not of a mind to do this right now. I feel like Clan Verms is probably incredibly weak. We're not at war with the dwarfs at this point, so yeah, right here, we're not at war with them, so that at least isn't a concern. But we are at war with these guys, and I'm guessing these armies, these armies right here are not very powerful. I just feel like this would probably be more trouble than it's worth to try to protect this territory up here right now. So I'm not going to do that, not to mention the public order problems that would result. So anyway, back to the matter at hand. Let's go ahead and hope that we can, mainly hope that Queek stays hidden and we can lure him down. Okay, so Clan Verms. Okay, not really doing a whole lot of anything. The dwarfs are going to start destroying them. And the Red Fangs. Okay, he looks like he's recruited back up to 19. And he wants to make another push on... Alright, this is excellent. This is good. So we didn't... This is surprising to me that he jumped using the underway and we didn't get the message to intercept him, but that's fine because we're just going to destroy him now. And in fact, it's better for us that we don't fight this as an underway battle because we'll get multiple armies involved. Got a couple of ranks gained. We got Kimmery and Scarbrand there, Cetra and Scarbrand at war with one another, and Manfred down there as well. So, all right. So that actually worked better than I could have hoped. Let's go ahead and just take a quick look there. Let's take a look at our armies here. Okay, so these are the guys that need to get leveled up. And this is all going to be quite easy. I see no reason to not try to get all of our lords involved in this battle for the experience, really. Okay, looks like he actually can't move any closer, so switching to Queek. This is going to get everybody. I don't see a reason not to go ahead and... Actually, I do see a reason not to go ahead and attack with Queek. Let's go ahead and leave Queek at full movement. And we'll try to do the attack with... No. Hang on, I want that army to be destroyed, which means we want to charge in right away with our ambush. If we succeed in ambushing. So let's find out. We did succeed in ambushing. Okay, so this is great. Obviously, this could be auto-resolved. For any of you who are familiar with my campaigns, you know that I'm not going to do that. So let's go ahead and fight this battle on the battlefield. If he had been in march stance, I would have attacked with the other army because we would have been guaranteed total destruction of their army. But since we're not guaranteed total destruction of their army, that means using Queek's army so that we can do maximum destruction before they get away. And I believe they're probably quite likely to try to get away. So, at this point, Queek... We want Queek to run in on him. I didn't even look to see what level he was, but he couldn't possibly be very tough. So we want Queek to run in on him, and then we'll get that fight supported maybe by our slingers. Then we have these guys. I want them to be in a position where they can fire, and we'll just give them a modicum of support here. Don't think it's likely that anything is going to get down there and attack them, but we don't want to leave them completely undefended. And now here we want to basically just rotate the map a little bit here, or the camera I should say. All of you guys, let's just maybe get our stronger troops coming from this direction. And which one are you? You're those guys right there, okay, and then we'll get you guys coming from here. I think we're faster than them. We should be able to lock all of them down. So let's go ahead and get you guys into a control group here and lock it, and you guys as well, and lock it. And we'll just kind of play things by ear here. We'll get all, you know what, let's get one of you. Might as well get you. You can help out here. You have got that. I don't think I want to use that. You guys, none of you have the, well, we got a potion of toughness here, but other than that, nobody's in particularly great shape to, none of them's really high enough that that they're uber at this point. So let's yeah, I don't see any reason. Let's go ahead and jump in here and see what damage we can do. And now Queek, you here, and you help him out. You, Mr. Slingers, you get here. Alright, you guys. Oh, look at that. Those guys were hidden. How about that? You know what? Yeah, just keep hitting here. Hit those nasty skulkers. You guys as well. Okay. How we doing here? Shouldn't be that long of a battle. I don't think this is going to last a real long time. Okay, somebody here's taking some damage. It's from those nasty skulkers. You know what? Get. Oh, you're already broken. All right. Well, that is what it is. Okay, here we go. Get in on them. You know what? You guys fire at them as well, because we don't care if we lose those clan rats right there. You turn around and help out on him. You guys running away there, that's fine. Let's go ahead and shoot into them. We have our other army coming in here somewhere. There you guys are. Doubt if you'll get here in time to do anything, but might as well try to. Alright, how are we looking? Have we got him beat? He's broken, but he's not dead. At this point, though, it's going to all start to break down pretty quickly here. Okay, come on, Queek. Now you can do this. Guys, come on. Let's bog him down. We don't want him getting away. And who's holding out here? Those orc boys. I should have done it a little bit further in this direction. Come on, man. Come on, guys. You can do this. Let's go ahead and... Oh, they also have those orc arrow boys there. Okay, everything's broken. Now it's just everybody on him. Let's go ahead and... watch him run away a little bit. Come on, guys. Can't believe you're letting him get away. Is his speed really... Speed is 36. Our speed is 40. Come on, man. What the heck is going on here? Let's try to get them over here. And these clan rats probably just ended up getting in the way as much as anything else. You guys as well. Let's do this. Let's make sure here. Speed things up. There we go. We should be able to pin him now. Should be able to. Not doing a very good job of it, though. Oh, man, come on. This is ridiculous, guys. Queek? What did you stop for, Queek? My goodness. He's gonna get away. We don't want him firing anymore. That's a terrible idea. What on earth are you doing? You're faster than him.
Good orders.
Man, come on, guys. You almost got him. 536, he's getting away. Well, that's really disappointing. I'm really... we killed him. Wow, just at the border there. No, he did get away. I guess it drops the health to 0 when they get off the map. That's really frustrating. I thought that with the babysitter mod, we would do a better job at chasing him down. It's possible I misclicked or something, but I'm not sure why Queek stopped. It's not the end of the world, but we lose a significant amount of gold and food, and possibly experience as well, probably experience as well, by not killing the enemy lord. Alright, well, it is what it is. It's 500 more gold or the food. We're going to take the gold because that's going to push us above 3,000, which is what we need to be able to improve one of our settlements up to tier 3. Got some ranks out of it at least. And that army, obviously, is in really bad shape. The nasty skulkers are all that's left. Now, with you... Queek, how much movement do you have? You still have most of your movement left, so that's good. I could fast march him up to here. If I did, he would suffer some attrition up there, so that's a little bit unfortunate. We could change him to... That's not going to be a good idea. What do we need again? 25% of our movement to switch to... 25%. So if we switch back to this, could we get to here and still have 25%? Easily. Okay, so that's good. So what we want to do, we want Mika to move up here and be in a position to attack Crooked Fang Fort with the help of Queek. This right here at 17 and walls is going to be able to defend pretty effectively against that attack. So we probably will use Pestilence as a screen over here to defend, or really to counterattack if they try to lay siege to Karak Azgul. But for now, what we want to use Pestilence for is to wipe these guys out. I think that's what we want to do. We could also use Mika for it. Mika could reach, the settlement garrison would come out, and Pestilence, if we put you... I think that, yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to use Mika here. Just want to think about this for a second. Is that garrison strong enough to counterattack and force that army away? I don't think it is. So we're going to need Pestilence over here to fight this battle. So we're going to use Mika then. No, I'm sorry. We're going to use Pestilence here. I'm just going to auto-resolve this one. It's an ambush. Settlement garrison. Oh, Queek is coming into this as well. I really don't like fighting auto-resolve battles, but it's probably for purposes of the video. It's not super entertaining to jump in, do this ambush, and have us immediately wipe them out. It's not worth the loading time, basically. So let's go ahead and auto-resolve this. Boom. Lost 7 rats, and we get twice as much food from killing this force as we did from the earlier battle, in which we killed a whole lot more, and the difference is that we got their lord in this fight. So always get the lord if you can. I don't think the 200 is worth it, so let's take the food. Got a warped forged blade, very nice. Like that. Okay, and we got some more ranks. Very nice, okay. Spin our camera around here a little bit. Pestilence, great shape. Let's go ahead and move you into ambush stance because we don't want him to know that you're here. We want Ancient Cunning. Pretty much everywhere we want Ancient Cunning. I gotta remember to prioritize that. Queek, Ancient Cunning. You guys, Foe Seeker here. Blade Master. Blade Master. Elusive. And Ancient Cunning. Okay. Very good. Now, and he's up to Loyalty 9. Pestilence is Loyalty 7. So we're doing fine from a loyalty perspective. Now, let's go ahead and get him into this stance. If I were to do this... Yeah, he can't make it far enough that I'm confident that we would be able to hit here next turn. So we're going to switch him into this stance. We're going to jump him up here. Now we know that we're close enough to be able to hit him next turn. I don't think there's any reason why we would have to worry about an attack here. So he could go ahead and go all the way up there, even though it's within attack range or reinforcement range of that. But I'm not going to, just out of habit. I'm going to put him just outside of it. And then Queek, we want you to get up here to where we know for sure that you'll still have enough movement. I don't understand. I don't understand.
I am greatest warlord. Yes, yes.
It says 25% there. We're at 37%, and it's not letting us take it. It must be the campaign movement mod reduction that we have. It must be calculating the 25% based on what would be normally available to us. That's fine.
Right, yes.
If we're going to suffer attrition anyway, we'll just have to move ourselves further up here. So now clearly we're in a better position to take Crooked Fang Fort. We'll see what he's going to do. I think there's a good chance now that he knows that Queek is there. He's going to move that army back up in this direction, which basically means we're in a better shape to just go ahead and do something else other than ambush stance with him. From here, he may or may not be able to... Probably not. Yeah, he's not going to be able to reach up there to help support an attack next turn, but he's in a good position to be able to react to whichever way Grognok comes. Grognok has no siege weapon, so he's not going to be able to really effectively attack Karakazgul this turn, so there's no need for us to reinforce it this turn, I don't believe. So now, back to this. Let's go ahead and get Misty Mountain upgrading. We have our Undercity upgrade. We could go ahead and do the Scheme of Doom here. That's a possibility. We could also do the 13th scheme. I'm not really worried about the loyalty aspect of it. Don't really benefit from the hero actions. However, we could benefit from Clan Moorstone. Excuse me, Moore's Clanstone. Why don't I read correctly next time? Or we could go ahead and do this now. We have a little bit of a cushion of money. If we were to do that, where would we send him? I do kind of like the idea of sending him to Reichland because Altdorf seems like it would be a very likely place to not have to worry about it falling anytime soon. But yeah, that's... I'm not going to do it just yet. I think with our money situation, it's just... There's going to be a better use for that money, probably. So let's at least wait a turn. Maybe we'll do it next turn. So let's go ahead and get through this. Let's take a look at diplomacy. Who are you at war with? Scarbrand. Just out of curiosity, what would you give us? 777. You have no armies, but you do have 4 settlements, so you're not going to disappear immediately. It's not worth it. I think...
What you want? Horned Prophet.
I think we're basically not going to really want to be making friends with greenskins thematically. I mean, it wouldn't be... I don't think it would be wrong thematically for Queek to basically take the money from them and then betray them, but it's also not a priority, and it's not like we're in a good position to betray them, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Mostly see what Grognok does here. If he does move back into Crooked Fang Fort, do we feel strong enough to be able... Not really. I don't think... Queek's army is stronger than either the garrison or Grognok's army, but it's not stronger than the two of them combined.
You right ear on corpse. What part a pledge?
Join the war against the dwarfs? No, not just yet. Maybe in time. It's got me thinking, though, if for some reason it looks like the offensive on Crooked Fang Fort is going to have to be delayed, we are close enough to go ahead and attack the dwarfs. And this is surprising to me. Okay, that's interesting. I'm going to assume that he's outside of reinforcement range of Karakazgul there.
A rival warlord makes false claims about his greatness in comparison to your own, mighty lord. Perhaps a conquest is in order, the better to remind your kin of the awesome power of Queek.
Yes, indeed. We do want, definitely, to remind our kin at every turn of the awesome power of Queek. But we're not really in a position to do this right now. We will do it a little bit later. I don't remember how tough of a quest battle this is. But when we get our chieftains ranked up a little bit, that'll be, I think, the appropriate time to do that. We need to research 8 technologies. That's fine. We have acolytes here in the Leafcutters tribe. We have, okay, nothing that really particularly concerns us. Population surplus, we got the level 3 built here, so that's good. Okay. So, yeah, he's just outside of the reinforcement range there, so that's unfortunate. We are now in a position here where I do think we... Can we reach with Queek? We can indeed reach with Queek. Queek would definitely benefit from some replenishment. We could attack right away. Let's take a look at his army here. I think we can beat that army even with our depleted forces. It is a walled settlement. But with all of our character units, I do think we could win that. The question is whether we're in any hurry to do it. And we will take a lot of damage. These guys aren't really threatening just yet, but if they see that Queek's army is really beat up, and of course the garrison will be completely depleted, they will move down here. But I think we can do this. I think we can do this quickly enough that we can go ahead and suffer our casualties. Actually, quite frankly, if we lose some units, that's fine with me, because I want to replace those clan rats with the better versions of them anyway. I don't want to lose the storm vermin, however, that is for sure. So let's go ahead and continue siege. Let's get Mika up close enough to join in. And we'll do that in just a second. But first, I do want to just look down here. He is not close enough to be able to get an ambush in. At least the AI is smart enough to know not to leave himself exposed here to the ambush. Although he would actually... This would be a tough battle, one-on-one between these two armies. Actually, wouldn't even probably be that tough a battle. I think we would lose it, because those nasty skulkers would... I don't know. It would be close. I have a very low opinion of most Skaven troops. Alright, all this we'll worry about after this battle up here. So let's go ahead and fight this. We can get this done in this episode. We really have nothing else that we need to do beforehand. So let's attack. Take a look here at the layout. There's no clean way to attack where they don't have towers on us, which is fine. You know, I've mentioned this in the other campaigns. I think an assault on a walled city, particularly one where you're not taking the time to build any siege weaponry, it should be brutal, bloody, and you should suffer casualties. So we don't use any exploit tactics, and we're going to just do an assault. We'll knock down the gate, obviously, with our Plague Catapult and Queek, but we're going to take a lot of damage, and that's fine. That's the way we want it. The main question is, they have 14 units. Is it worth trying to split their army up? I think probably it is. So we're going to take our units here. Let's take maybe the 4 weakest. Let's make it 5. Let's make it the 5 weakest clan rat units here. We're going to put them on 4. And they're going to have enough troops over here to defend against that. This is just a diversion. We're not even going to move those guys in on the attack unless this then ultimately ends up being completely abandoned, and then we'll move them forward. We'll get them up, climbing up the walls, but the thing to keep in mind is we are using the mod that slows down the ladder climbing by 50%. So one more thing to make taking a walled settlement very difficult. And so against any kind of defenses at all, that's going to make them much more vulnerable. You guys, we'll go ahead and get you onto 3. And we'll put you here. And then we're going to bring you around and have you climb these walls right here. Unless they don't defend right here, in which case maybe we'll send them this way. Now, the main attack is going to be with our characters against what hopefully will be a reduced force over here. Let's go ahead and put start deployment. Let's go ahead and get these guys, I guess, over here as well. Now we want you to be a part of the main attack on this gate right here. We want you... I think you're going to be within range of their towers, but hopefully they won't be attacking our Plague Claw catapults, because they'll be attacking our heroes instead. Start the battle. Fire there. Queek, you get in there. You guys get in there. Let's see what their towers... Oh, you guys are almost out of the range, so let's move you back. Now, let's take a look here at 3. Yes, they got a lot of forces there. You guys go ahead and pull back now. From the towers, that'll get you far enough out of the range. That's good. You guys are actually perfectly safe right now. Let's go ahead and get you going over here. And you've pulled back. Yeah, shoot there.
Ready to roll,
Okay.
lose your head.
Let's go ahead and speed things up. Queek taking a little bit of damage, unfortunately, but it is what it is. Okay, somebody over here is getting pretty beat up. Hurry up and get out of range there, guys. I'm not going to lose any of those units at least, so I'm not too worried about that. What do we got? Any good targets for the menace below? We could drop them here, get them on those goblin archers. I don't think we need, since we only have 3 uses of it, I don't think we're going to do that just yet. How are we looking here? Okay, that's a little troubling. That Plague Claw catapult looked like it got awfully close to hitting Queek. Let's go ahead and get you guys climbing the walls. It's going to take a little bit of time for that gate to be broken down. The gates all have more health than vanilla. Okay, did you get away? You did. You guys are safe right now. Yep, you're safe. Okay, so that's good. 3, how are you guys looking here? Let's go ahead and get you... I don't want you to lead the way climbing the walls. Let's get our storm vermin leading the way first. Maybe a couple of our stronger clan rats over here. Queek, how you doing? Halfway down. Speed things up. Okay, our chieftains are now up here. You guys can take on those orc boys for sure. Let's go ahead and get a fight going on. Let's go ahead and hit these goblin archers. Okay. Über-Queek. I'm gonna... I should have paid more attention to see if he was losing health from the Plague Claw catapults. How are you guys doing? Well, you'll do a little bit of damage at least. And we've also now delayed these guys from getting over here, so that's good. So these guys up here should be able to climb up the walls, probably uncontested. You guys, let's go ahead and do this. No reason not to, I suppose. They should be able to win that fight against the orc boys here for too much longer. I think we can now go ahead and hit these goblin archers. Very nice. Okay. Those orc boys are shaking now. That's good. Alright. This gate's got to be just about... Nah, it still has 6,000. Oh, you're taking damage. Why are you taking damage? Did you take all that damage before you got out of range initially? Or did you come into this fight already more damaged than I realized? Maybe that was the case. Alright, so we didn't clear out those archers, but we are now getting up these walls here, so let's go ahead and get you guys ready to move in through the gates. You guys as well. Now we can go ahead and hit these archers again. Hit them from the flank. What do we got going on here? That's the leader. Okay. Gate is... I didn't even realize gate is open now. Wow, look at those arc boards. Okay, so here's another thing. I haven't talked about it yet in this campaign, but we're using the scaling buff mod for garrisons. So the leadership of all of the garrison army in a defensive settlement battle is higher, so are their melee attack, and melee defense. So they're all tougher, but the leadership, we have found out the gate wasn't destroyed. It was just opened. Well, that's fine.
Let's take heads.
Actually, it's not great. I wanted him to go in through the gate, and instead he's decided to climb the walls. So that's not ideal, but he's up now. So anyway, so yeah, their leadership, that buff to leadership that they get, does have a significant impact. It takes a lot longer for these units to break. So these settlement battles just have basically every mod stacked against the attackers. But that's okay. We're doing pretty good here. It's not fast. You gotta have patience when you're using these mods. You gotta have patience. But, oh, here's the trolls. Okay. Let's go ahead and get... I guess let's go ahead and get our characters on the trolls. I would really like to get you guys on the trolls as well, but... Can you get up there? You guys... Here... You guys with them. Probably be easier for us to do this one at a time. Actually, yeah, no, we want the... We want the storm vermin actually in on those trolls as well. Although it looks like our characters here are doing okay on their own. They're taking some damage against the trolls, but the trolls are definitely taking damage as well, so that's good. You guys make sure you are... are taking over that. The gates are yours. Okay, so that's good. You guys now get in on them. And you four, you can all go towards that fight right there. Queek, you're doing okay on the trolls, I presume. The trolls are broken. That's good. Okay, let's just go ahead and do a little bit of this. Watch a little bit of the action here. Let's watch these trolls running away. That's a beautiful sight to watch trolls and orcs running away, being chased by Queek and our other rats. And then at this point, I think it's just a matter of time. Let's go ahead and get our... let's go ahead and get these guys advancing on the walls over here. Let's go ahead and get you guys all... maybe moving towards them. You guys can go ahead and get in there. I'm going to go ahead and take my storm vermin and put them on 2. The storm vermin, you guys stay here. The rest of you guys all up here. Maybe like that. And let's go ahead and watch a little bit more of the action here. So some of those orcs are still holding out. Those towers are firing down here at our heroes. Let's get our heroes now up here. Never mind, that's not the right way to go around. Let's get our heroes into that fight right there. I think Queek, we can now go ahead and do that. We can definitely do that with you. None of you guys have... I'll try to remember to use that here in a moment. You guys, what are you doing? You're very, very slow. You guys are fighting them up here. How are you doing? You're actually losing that fight, so that's not great. What about you? Yeah, this is all very, very slow developing. It is what it is. Why are you not moving? It looks like you're not moving, but you really are, so that's fine. Okay, here we go. Now we can go ahead and have him drink his potion. Why not? Oh, Mika. Forgot about Mika. Let's get Mika in on the fun. We really need to get... we need to get these guys up there broken. What are you guys doing? Why are you just standing there? I'm sure I had attacked something with you. You guys as well. Yeah, I feel like the babysitter mod right now is not functioning the way it should. That's troubling. I'll have to check the comments to see if there's been a change made to the mod. Because too often right now I am seeing units not following through on their attack orders. Okay, let's speed things up at this point. You guys are all slowly getting there, and you guys as well. Queek, you're awfully slow, my man. We can at least speed him up a little bit. Okay, yeah, it's gonna all take us a little while here, but it's just a matter of time. Let's go ahead and get let's get him moving, attacking this barricade. In fact, let's get all of our chieftains at this point attacking the barricade. Surprised those orc boys are holding out as well as they are, but it's fine. Let's speed things up. Let's Let's watch a little bit of our rats in action here. You can see what the additional leadership is doing for the orcs there, because this is almost like Sparta with 300 troops holding off against, you know, the tons and tons of Persians at Thermopylae. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get that barricade broken. Maybe can we actually attack those arrow boys?
We rule one day. Clan chieftain. Now, ready, now.
Even our storm vermin aren't really tearing through these orc boys. Alright, time to speed up again. Queek. Let's get you in here. There we go, that's good. You stay on the barricade. You guys fire on those goblin archers. Oh, there's his leader. Okay, you guys all get on the barricade. Queek, you join them. All of our clan rats at this point. Where did his leader go? Look at how many rats never made it in. So this is the slower ladders climbing. You can see, number one, just how slow the climbing is going, but also you can see just how bad the AI pathfinding is, because we own this gate. It would be so much faster for them to just go straight through, walk through the gate, but instead they are continuing to climb. Okay, let's go ahead and get our storm vermin moving up here. They are still holding out up here. Let's get all of our characters here on one. Let's get all them going up. How would they get there? Actually, you know what? You, Mr. Chieftain, you go here. You go with them. You guys. So that slows our speed and reduces our melee attack, but there's nobody defending it right now, so that's fine, actually. What are we doing here? Queek. Storm vermin. I do kind of feel like if we get... Where's
bad things.
Okay, he's almost there. Yeah, we're not actually winning this fight. That's interesting. That must be a much tougher... There we go. Now he's taking some damage. I was going to say, he must be much tougher than we thought. There we go. Now he's almost gone. He's shattered. I think the rest of them will follow here pretty soon. Okay, this was a little bit more of a mess than I was expecting it to be, but I think we're about to do the final breakthrough now. You guys, let's get all of our characters now moving here. Oh, there's some orc arrow boys right there. That's troubling. All you guys. Oh, they still have some troops down here. Well, you might as well fight them. You guys pouring through, that's what we want. You guys, have you taken this yet? You have, okay, that's good. Now you get on them. You... No, you. Speed up.
Time to kill.
How's the fighting going down here? Not yet started. You guys...
So be it.
Okay. Yeah, it's taken a little bit longer than I anticipated, but that's fine. As soon as some of these other chieftains get in there, that'll help, although we're about to lock down... We're about to have to fight these orc boys. This guy's winning at least, so we should... But he's taking damage from those towers. That's a little bit troubling. How are we doing here? They're confident. Yeah, again, you can still really see how much the leadership bonuses are helping them right now. Queek, if you see if you can leak through. If you can leak through, then we'll get you helping out here. That'll be good.
Clan Obey follows me. Stall vermin. Captain's command. Attack! Charge!
All right, let's do this, Queek. Are they running? Are they broken? They are not. But they're wavering. Okay, they're broken down here. All right, there we go. Finally. Wow. All right. Yeah, it was a little bit... took a little bit longer. We already killed their lord, so... Yeah, it took a little bit longer than I expected, but... We got there in the end. It looks like we probably lost 2 units of clan rats, which, as I mentioned, I'm basically fine with because we have better versions of clan rats that we can replace them with. Never underestimate what those bonuses to leadership and melee defense do for the defenders. It really does make it a much more difficult affair to take a walled city. Oh, plus we're using the garrison training mod, so I didn't even look, but it could very well be that their garrison troops had ranked up as well. I'm liking that food. And we only lost 1 unit of clan rats. I might do some merging of clan rats. We'll have to think about that later. In any case, what we want to do, I think, is... Can we afford to do this? I think we can afford to take it at 3. Loot and occupy.
I claim this one.
Got some more ranks. War declared. We're going to have to apply those ranks and then figure out whether or not to do the merging and what to build here. We'll have to figure all that out at the beginning of the next episode because unfortunately we are out of time for this one. But I'm liking getting these ranks on our characters. This is going to turn into a pretty strong army when we get these guys ranked up a little bit more. We, of course, have to figure out what we're going to do down here about Grognok, but I'm not too worried about him. He's likely to only really be able to do some raiding, which is really just a nuisance. These guys are slowly getting improved. It's going to be a few turns before we can get him up to 3. But, yeah, anyway, progress. The battle itself was a little bit slow, but slow and steady progress is really what we can expect in a campaign like this with all of the mods that we're using. So, hopefully that's going to be okay with the majority of you. Otherwise, it probably isn't going to be quite your cup of tea. But in any case, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your comments, and I will see you all in the next episode.